The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I'm going to tell you even a more shocking, crazy story, but the one and only Rabbi Chaim Zaid. You ready for this, Abir Sif Yafeh? Listen to this story. I can't even believe these stories happened to him. He's like, I don't know what he is, like a Navi, he's like a prophet, Rabbi Chaim Zaid. He saw a story like this. Oh, I got the chills when I heard this story. Okay. He said that he gave a seminar in Bnei Brak in Ramat El Hanan. Ramat El Hanan is also an area in Bnei Brak. And he spoke about, it was a group of ladies, he said, and he spoke about this topic, how you gotta work for Pesach. Don't run away. Work for Pesach. Work. Don't run away from an opportunity to serve Hashem. Don't run away from an opportunity to be makriv and sweat for HaKadosh Baruch Hu for Torah and mitzvot. It's an opportunity. Okay. He says afterwards his driver drives him home. Who is his driver? A single bacher. When he drops off the rabbi, he tells the rabbi, Ata lo choshev ala rabbi, you never think about me. I need a shidduch. I'm already older. I need a shidduch. Think about me. You know, you go to so many seminars. Try to look for a shidduch for me. Tell me, no, I have this single boy who's looking for a shidduch. Reb Chaim Zaid said, Chas v'shalom. Why are you saying I don't think about you? Of course I think about you. Bezat Hashem, I'm going to find you a shidduch fast. Listen to what happens. Reb Chaim Zaid's next door neighbor is a Moroccan family, a big Moroccan family. What happened a couple hours before Reb Chaim Zaid was pulled to his driver onto the building with his driver, a couple hours before, while he was giving a seminar, his neighbor, they were cleaning for Pesach. As they're cleaning for Pesach, they went through the closets and they had to empty out the closets and they had a few paint buckets. What do you call those things they have full of paint? Those things that you hold. No, what's it called? Paint cans. Okay. So the mother, the ima, tells her children to sarku et tseva, take the paint cans and move it downstairs to the storage under the apartment building. One of the boys picks up the paint cans, and as he's walking through the living room, the paint can falls on the floor and it splits all over the floor. Can you imagine? That's such yisuim. Right before Pesach. This is why I think it was, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. It was Bedikas Chametz night. This happened Bedikas Chametz night. Can you imagine all the paint spills all over the floor? So over here, the mother is cleaning for Pesach. Tonight is Bedikas Chametz. Tonight, it's not a small thing. Tonight is Bedikas Chametz. The last thing you want is something spilled. How much more so paint? Can you imagine cleaning paint? And the color was beige. You see, it's so specific. He even said it. The color was beige. They're lucky it wasn't black, red, or blue. At least it was beige. But it was all over the floor. And it said that it went on the couches and went on the counters, and it's spilling and it's spilling. The mother was in shock. And can you imagine? She's like, she could probably, who knows what she could do to the child. She was going crazy. But she remembers over the years that her neighbor, the famous speaker, Reb Chaim Zaid, always said over that when you have an opportunity to be mad and to be bekas, and you control yourself, whoa, how much beracha, how much blessing such a person can get when you control yourself not to be mad at certain situations. Ka'asta arasta, like he says, when you're mad, you destroyed. When you're not mad, you're building at such opportunities. So it looks like Reb Chaim Zaid told her this information for so many years being his neighbor. You can imagine how many stories he has. So she said, wait a minute, I'm not going to get mad. The day of Bedikas Chametz, my son spills paint all over the place. I'm not going to scream. I'm going to take a walk outside. So the mother, she walks out of the apartment building, she walks downstairs, she takes a walk. Okay. She tells us of Ribono Shel Olam, she had a tefillah to Hashem. She had a prayer to Hashem, Ribono Shel Olam, please give me the zechut to be b'simcha. You're giving me a nesayon, a test to be mad, but I want to overcome it. Please give me the strength to be b'simcha. And she said, now I'm going to go home and we're going to dance. We're going to be meraked, we're going to dance, nirkod biyachad, we're going to dance together to pass the nesayon. She goes back into the house, and the father is like too scared to say anything. The husband is too scared to say something. The mother walks in, and she sees the husband and the children just standing, looking at the paint, spilling more and more and more into the kitchen, into the bedrooms. She's like, why are you guys just standing around? And nobody said a word. And suddenly the mother starts dancing. She's like, let's dance b'simcha. The father looks at his wife and tells his kids, I think mommy lost her mind. I don't know what's going on. And they all start dancing together, and they're dancing and dancing. While they're dancing, Abatai, listen to this, look how Hashem runs the world. While they're dancing, Rabbi Chaim Zaid finished his lecture in Bnei Brak, and his driver pulls downstairs to the apartment building, and his driver, who's single, tells him, how come you never think about me? And the rabbi tells him, you know what, I'm going to think about you, I'm going to find you a shidduch. Okay. He gets out of the car, he goes upstairs, and he remembers that his neighbor has a single daughter that's older, and this might be a shidduch. As he's walking up the stairs, he says, you know what, even though tonight is Bedikas Chametz, it's a very busy time, I'm still going to knock on the door to see maybe it's a shidduch. He says before he knocked on the door, he literally saw paint spilling under the door. He's like, what is going on over here? What's going on with my neighbor's house? But he said, I'll knock anyways. He knocks on the door and he sees the family dancing. They're dancing by the paint besimcha. And he tells the father, I want to tell you something. Can you come out? And the father comes out and he says, listen, I have a shidduch for you. And he's downstairs. Maybe it's a shidduch for your daughter. Just take a look. I know tonight's bid gets chametz. Just take a look. The father goes downstairs. He meets the boy. And Baruch Hashem Rabotai, they started dating. That single driver boy and that single girl from that house with the paint spill. They started dating. Baruch Hashem, they got married. And Reb Chaim Zaid said that by the wedding, they took the empty cans of paint and they hung it on the door when you walk in as like a remembrance. B'schut not getting mad that the house got dirty. An honor that I did not get bekas when the paint spilled and we started dancing to Hashem and thanked Hashem for the test. Look how much zichuyot, how much beracha was thrown upon them. Their single daughter started dating the guy and they got married, Baruch Hashem. Does Hashem not run the world? Isn't that crazy? You see the power of cleaning for Pesach, the opportunity to sweat and clean and not get mad. And chas v'shalom, not chas v'shalom, start screaming at other people. No stretch, no fighting, no screaming. Do with love, do besimcha, dance for it. Hashem is giving us an opportunity to clean for Pesach. Thank you so much for listening.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org